Hey guys, thank you so much and welcome to Dragonmore Gaming doing Dyson Sphere program. So thank you and welcome to a game where we just like to delete things in our inventory because we don't know what we're doing in this game. So we don't need that. Whatever, we got plates of galore over here. So part of the problem is last time you saw we ran we ended up not being able to rebuild our freaking oil extractor because for whatever reason our inventory is full, so it didn't come back to our inventory. Alright, but we finally got one back here, and yeah, I don't know why it didn't want to use the conveyor belts out of this thing, but now it appears to be working. So after we hook it up with power here, and we're gonna put it right here, get as much as we can. Look at that. It's actually making stuff. That's freaking oil right there. So you don't need pipes in this game, or at least they're not, it's an alpha game, so who knows what they'll change. But at least right now they're like, there aren't pipes. That actually packages it and puts it on a conveyor for you. So awesome. So we're going to take that and we're going to go to the oil refinery. Alright, so oil refinery. And I've started using the law of 3 here, where it's just like, if you're gonna make one, you might as well make 3, and then that way you just have plenty of room for between having extra material or between mistakes in your supply chain. You're just like, you know what, I got 3 of these things, should be good. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing where we're gonna do there we go, intake on these guys. And alright, so this is where we're gonna have to be careful. Alright, so the output, alright, so tab, alright, perfect. Okay, so you use the tab button or the arrow keys to select the filters. And now, like I said, the key thing is you want the one closest to you to be the lower one. This is for output, right? So the ones are gonna go here, and then whatever the output's to per tick or whatever is going to go on the far belt. So that's the refined oil on the far, and that's the hydrogen on the closer belt. And again, if you hover over this pattern here, it'll tell you 2 crude oil makes the 2 refined and the 1 hydrogen. Alright, so the hydrogen is going to be closer. Alright, so back to the logistics. Research speed too slow. Why is... Oh, it's gonna take me 4 hours to research this? What happened? Okay, well, why is research slow? Has 2 nodes, has matrix, okay. Connected real world central byte has 2 nodes, matrix, and research. Yes, which we have those. We have some making matrix cubes, and we have the other one making research. One set of research, automatically research. I love how it tells you this now. Like I had to figure this out myself because it was so slow. It was draining so much of my mech's energy that I already had figured this out and showed you guys, a little bit ago. So now the game finally tells you, hey, maybe you should have a separate building to do this. Let's see. The Matrix Lab making research ongoing technology. All Matrix Labs share the same resource progress. That's good. So you can do it on like different planets or whatever if you wanted. This will greatly increase research speed by using multiple matrix labs to research the same technology at the same time. Cool. Each matrix lab contributes 60 per second. Okay. Matrix labs only built on the planet's surface can be used in the vertical. When it says planet surface, that makes me think that you can make them in orbit or in space, which is interesting. So we'll see if that's true. All right. Alright, so it's basically telling me like, hey, you can stack them, you should do that, and okay, cool. So we'll get back to you. That's fine. Alright. So where were we? So to double check, the hydrogen is going close, the refined is going far. So again, I need to make more of these actually. So I don't screw up and lose these. Lose my place here. Lots more of these. Okay. So, crap. What did I say? Hydrogen close, refined far. Hydrogen close, hydrogen close. So, alright. So, the hydrogen It's gonna go. I'm gonna do that in the center. Hydrogen. Oh, hello. What are you doing? Hydrogen. So I'm using the tab button to be like, bam, hydrogen. Okay, so hydrogen only goes to this belt. That's important. All right, and then the top belt here, that's going to be the refined oil. Cool. All right, so now we're making both hydrogen and refined oil with the crude oil that we're making. Perfect. All right, so we got that. That's rocking and rolling right there. All right, what's next? All right, so why? Okay, what happened here? Like, it went from like 4 hours to like 20 seconds. Like, your research is too slow, but at the same time, you figured it out. Did I? Not enough magnets are getting to this thing. I mean, that's just a supply chain issue. Like, we can fix that. Yeah. We got graphene, we got graphene.
Rare veins scatter around different planets. They will greatly improve production efficiency. So if you find them, collect them and put them as a part of industrial production.
Rare veins. Okay, interesting. The rare material called fire ice. That's fantastic. I love that. Alright, so I love fire ice, so we'll need more of that. Alright, so here's the problem. Alright, I found the hiccup in the supply chain, right? So this is, you know, backtracking. It's like, so the magnets are at the end of the iron here, the iron ore. So it's not getting a lot of iron, and so therefore it's not making a lot of magnets. So we need to convert this guy here so that we're actually getting the iron from these veins and this guy here. Alright, so now here's the problem is we're not getting this vein and we're not getting this vein. So we're gonna go ahead and, you know what, just as a little pit stop here, we're gonna dismantle this, and we're gonna make sure that we can get all the veins, just so we can say that we've got everything and we don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, so what do we got here? Let's get rid of the power too, just so we can have, you know, wherever we want to put it, we can do it. Alright, so this is gonna get all of that. That'll get that. Oh boy. Yeah, and that'll get that. Alright, perfect. So here, I just want to make sure we hit all the nodes. Bam. And some of them are overlapped, but that's cool. That's fine. Alright, so which way? We're going to have it go up and around this way, because that's kind of where this is going. Okay. And yeah. Alright. So that means that we're going to need more splitters. Storage, alright, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, just get some extra splitters in there. Alright, so splitter is going to go. Alright, where is the belt coming off of here? It's coming off of here, which means we need the splitter there. We need a splitter here. And this is going to be the tail, and it's going to go this way. Okay. So this goes to this splitter. That goes to that splitter. This is going to come down here. Do I not have enough? I need to make more. And this is why I have entire chest full of iron plates, so I can make more of these things. Oops. Dang it. Yeah, I'm using the fuel, but at the same time, I'm like, I really should have more of these things around. Yeah, I want to make more of these. Sure, why not? Alright. Alright, so this is gonna go in here. And then this is actually gonna be all deleted to there. And come on, there we go. What does a one spot conveyor belt do? Did you see that? It tried to build one conveyor belt in one spot. What does that even look like? It's not even a conveyor belt, of course. What is your purpose? Alright, whatever. There's no direction associated? Alright, whatever. Alright, so I wanted to do this. Come on. There we go. Alright, and of course need power. That's important. And bam. Alright, we're online. Yeah, buddy. Oh, whoops. Alright, this needs to be connected to the splitter too. Okay. Alright, we got it rocking and rolling. Now here's the question. Does the belt keep up? Because that's the only problem I'm going to have with this is I'm not sure if the belt can keep up with the speed at which we're making resources. This is where I think we might need a tier 2 belt. And why are you having problems? Oh yeah, we need the motors. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we'll get that in a second. Alright, so at least, so we're making the iron. And that's going. Alright, it's getting to the end, which is good. But I feel like we're getting hung up, like, just because there's just simply not enough iron going fast enough. Alright. And is that that's the next thing we get, right? So the tier 2 belts, yep. Yeah, because the tier 2 belts I think are going to help with that exact problem. What I'm doing right here, because I have three mines going to the same belt, feeding the same line. And fortunately it's so much that we can't produce fast enough, so it is actually working now. So that's good. We still need to fix this situation, but we'll come back to that. Okay. Alright, but what did I say? We still want to do a water pump. I'm still confused with why we need that, what's going to happen with that. And chemical plant is also interesting, so we'll put one down here just so we can get back to that later. So we know what that's doing. Okay. Water pump, please. Where's the water pump? Oil refinery, chemical. Water pump, done. Oh look, you can make it bordering the water, but it needs foundation. Okay. Come on. Don't understand where you want to be. Oh, I think I saw a good spot. Alright, so this is where the power is going to be. So I feel like I should have water. Oh, there we go. Somewhere like here. Done. Okay, I have a water thing. Cool. It's making water. I don't know why I need water, but I have water. Lucky you can just pick this up out of nowhere. Okay. Alright, so this one, there we go. Alright, go water. Alright. I think it's making water. We're filling up with water. Nice. I love it. It just pre-packages it for you so it can fit on a conveyor belt. So it looks like you only need the one mode of transportation in this game unless they change it. And that's this storage tank is gonna slowly fill up with water. I don't know why we need water, but now we have water. Perfect. Okay. So mission accomplished. Now let's talk about research here for a second. All right. We need motors for this particular unlock, which requires the gears, the plates, and the magnetic deals. I feel like we should just make those manually at this point. I don't like the random iron ore. So what do we need for these motors? Alright, motor. Alright, so we need fabrication, F for science. And post in the comments if you know what that's from. F for science. Alright. And we need, how many did we say? We need like 50? 60. Perfect. Well, crap. There we go. Nope. There we go. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, perfect. Now you'll use those from inventory. Actually, I don't know. It came up with that option. When can I use those from inventory? So does the Matrix Lab not use any other items other than cubes, I guess? So like if you want to research anything that takes not cubes, you have to just have it in your inventory, I'm guessing. Okay. There we go. So you go into the research tab and you can click the use from inventory button. Okay, so that's what I want to do. Okay, so now we're using from inventory again, because I clicked that off at some point. Alright, so we're rocking and rolling on using those again. Perfect. Alright, so that's what we needed. Alright, so the crude oil is doing its thing. We're making that. Alright, so what does the chemical plant do? We're going to have to check out the chemical plant. The chemical plant makes that sulfuric acid stuff. It makes the plastics. It makes the graphene. I assume I'm pronouncing that correctly. And advanced, which requires... oh yeah, the fire ice. The special stuff. Do I have fire ice on this planet? How do I even tell? Crude oil. If it has a per second, does that just mean it's infinite? Because like the coal, the stone, iron and copper, like those seem limited, right? Because it's like, you know, it has a counter, it has, you know, X million, and it's counting down. Crude oil just says 28 a second is the max that you can get. So I assume that's infinite, which is interesting. Okay. Good to know. Alright. So the fire ice recipe with the graphene... No. Let's try something else. Alright, so plastic is going to take the refined oil and the energetic graphite, which... Is that made here? No. So components, processors, circuit boards, and prisms, and motors, and the foundations. Okay. Which means... Plastic also requires graphite. Where am I? Is that a smelter thing? I'm like, where do I make this? Alright. Actually. Oh, mechanical frame, my mecha move speed. That's good. I like that. I like move speed. Oh yeah, we feel faster now. We're moving and grooving. As Kibitz would say. Shout out to Kibitz. Okay. Smelter. Graphite. Yes, here we go. Requires the coal. Or 2 hydrogen and 1 refined... what? How does this work? Oh crap. I want to do this, but it's like it has 2 recipes, right? Well, like, what does this mean? It's like I will take coal, or I will take 2 hydrogen and a refined oil. So I don't get to pick between the recipe? Because, like, I'm confused. I mean, that's what it looks like, right? It's like it's going to take 2 hydrogen and 1 refined oil and convert it into 1 graphite and then 3 hydrogen. So you put a little bit of hydrogen in, you get more hydrogen out. Or you can just put the coal in. I'm very confused. Okay, but the graphite comes from coal, so that's important to know. Come down to the chemical plant again. The plastic is going to require the graphite, which is coal, and the refined oil, which we have from the crude oil. Okay, so we know how to make that at least. And then the sulfuric acid is, oh boy, is water. So okay, now we know what the water, stone, and the refined oil. Okay, I don't know what we'll need all these for, so we'll depend on the priority for that. Oh my, what is this? All right, so we need circuit boards. Circuit boards, please. All right, I'm just gonna like steal the circuit boards from here because it's not like they're using them fast enough. All right, that'll speed up production here, and then that'll give them something to do. And you know what? We need copy, paste. All these need to make circuit boards anyway, because why not? And then go. And then this goes here. We'll have to do something about that, but okay. And then again, it's I did this right? It's a 2-to-1 iron to copper. So am I doing this backwards? No, I'm not. All right, it's the 2 iron. We need to consume 2 iron a second, so that needs to go faster on the input. And the 1 copper is slower on the input, but that's okay. So yeah. Right, so if we do logistics, are you pulling? There we go. Because you only need 1 second on the copper. So even though this copper is slower, it's actually the same rate. And I can show this again if I do it backwards. I'll do the copper first, and then the iron second. Now they're coming in. Yeah, it's just the time you put in this order. So the copper is just slightly ahead only because it was built first. The sorter was built first, so okay. Perfect. Alright, we'll just do that for the rest of these. And then outputs. Alright, now we have a crap ton of circuit boards being made. Alright, this is when I'm really gonna have to integrate the iron, this other thing. This is just kind of just off by itself doing whatever. So I think I'm gonna rearrange this to put the storage over here, and just have a splitter come off, and just so I can have plates or whatever if I truly need them. And of course I've already run out of circuit boards, so for research. Man, these make these fast. Alright, so that's all the circuit boards we need. Alright, so we'll wait for that to be done. We'll get some sweet new research, and then we'll be done. We'll off to the next one, and then in the next one is oh no, this one's the really good one. This is the flying. So we're just 2 techs away from that. But yeah, so next time we'll fix this. So we have water working. It's just going into a storage. If I can, pathing says no. There we go. Move over here. Water. Wow, this thing holds a lot of water. Okay, so we got the water pump doing its thing, and so we're getting plenty of water going. So we'll be able to use that with the sulfuric acid here soon. But in the meantime, we got the oil running with with a bunch of chemical plants. And there it is, inventory capacity. Yes, 1 line. Okay, for some reason I read that as like 1 inventory capacity. And I just missed the line. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 inventory slots additional. So because each line is 10, so bam, 10 more inventory slots. That's huge. Love it. Okay. All right, so guys, so I think that'll do it for this one. So we'll come back next time. We'll increase our iron production, get it all situated, and keep working on our tech. And we're about to have flight, and then and eventually I think go into another planet. So that'll be really cool. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.